Soundwave in the Revenge of the Fallen styling, but in this G1 color scheme. So that's the really good part from Megatron. What we tried to do is give them some, or Joe tried to give them some silver highlights to really talk about, kind of deep outer space, cool, frozen type of aspect. And so we're really excited about this pack. And this also includes the Fallen as well. So again, we start talking about themes from the movie. As you all know, when Optimus takes his fall in the big forest battle scene.
Everyone hasn't seen it yet.
I'm sorry. When something happens somewhere, at some point in time in the next movie, I know. Basically, something happens to the Fallen, he kind of does something. It's about him kind of coming to life and, and the Fallen really seeing it as his point in time and taking his place and saying, all right, now it's to go and conquer Earth. And Joe really, when we were doing the deco on this, really tried to accentuate all those pieces to make it really differentiated and fit into the line.
Really been asking for a lot of updates on this too. Eric's going to take you through some of the cool products. Yeah, it's a very good show.
Guys, just to let you know, some of the figures that you see, they have yet to be released in some cases. They will find their way out to the market, be that as part of the main line or as part of exclusives, but it is absolutely our plan to release every figure you see today. There are a lot of absolutely incredible new molds, and we will certainly find a way to get them out to you. So, without that, we'll turn it over to her.
So, just a little bit of anecdotal information about animated. As you may know, or may not know, the series has ended as of season 3, but we will air reruns of that cartoon. I'm sad about it too. That was my pet project. That was working with the guys at Cartoon Network and working with Takara to make all these products happen in an entirely new design aesthetic was one of the biggest challenges and most rewarding challenges of my career. So, without further ado, we'll start running you through some of these products. So, here we have Electrostatic Soundwave. As some of you may know this, in season 3, if you've seen it, there is a particular episode where Soundwave actually takes the Autobots into like a parallel digital universe where the Autobots are actually human. And Soundwave appears in 3 different colors in this episode. His original blue, this kind of a charcoalish gray, and later on we're going to do a white version.
Sonic White.
As the activator. So with this item, he comes with Rat-Bat, and Rat-Bat is now a guitar, which that started as an inside joke, but we made it happen. So it was really fun to turn something humorous into something everybody that could really enjoy. For a long time, it has always been kind of taboo for us to make RC. Something had always went wrong. Either we couldn't get her in her car mode or her appearance marked like the tail end of one of our segments. So, staying true to form. This time we did get her back close to her G1 roots. Derek Wyatt and myself had a lot of fun designing her robot form and her vehicle form, and him and I sketched back and forth. We talked on emails, just trying to get this design just right, where it's just enough of classic design and just enough of those new tweaks that we all like to put into our stuff, just to give you guys something new. So with her, she comes with a sword, it doesn't appear in the show, but we wanted to give her a reason to be really cool rather than just being a familiar character. So giving her swords kind of made her a little more fearsome, I guess. Kind of like female Jedis. So with Rodimus Minor, here's another character that Derek Wyatt and myself had a lot of fun creating. Harkened again back to a lot of the G1 roots. kept a lot of the same color scheme information. I know that in the photos here, the burgundy paint actually looks closer to a black, but trust me, it's just a photo. He's really burgundy. But we wanted to kind of put a familiar spin on his character. If you notice the minor at the end of his name, the original idea was, of course, to have Rodimus Prime, but at the time we kind of felt like there was becoming too many primes in the story, so that kind of cheapened Optimus a little bit. So we wanted to like kind of put a spin on his character, make him like the next rank down from Prime, and you know, actually put a spin on the story where he's the chosen one, and it gets really deep. I can talk about this all day, but he's basically like a junior commander. He's like the first non-Prime to command a squad, and you might have seen the beginning of Season 3 where you actually get to see him in action against a lot of Decepticons with his team. Doesn't go so good. With Ratchet, you know, he's probably one of the real breakout characters in the animation. You know, he starts off as this crotchety old guy, and then throughout 3 seasons, you kind of get to know more about him, and he turns out to be this really compassionate character who's a little, you know, rough on the exterior. So, also during the story, you get to see him at different ages. So we figured it would be cool to actually like show a younger version of him rather than the beer belly version. So here he is in his Cybertronian glory as you meet him in the Season 1 episode where they introduce the background between him and Lockdown. And he's going to be redecorated into you-know-who. So a quick note about this. There is another head sculpt. I was trying to twist everybody's arms when we were first making the Ratchet toy. I'm like, come on, let's just sculpt the new head. You know, we're going to get the redeco out, you know. So, thankfully they let us do it, because now we have another cool character to add into our product line.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's this guy. With Waspinator, we wanted to do another redeco of the Bumblebee mold. Unfortunately, did not have the foresight when I first created this character a number of years ago we didn't even know about Waspinator at the time. So we didn't have the foresight to actually add in a new head to the mold, and when it comes down to it, you know, we didn't have the money to add in the head at the end of the day here. So what we're trying to do is actually just show Wasp in the episode where he comes to Earth, and he's actually like tracking down Bumblebee in Cape Fear style, and but the story we're spinning to kind of account for the fact that he doesn't have his proper head is like he actually, at this point, has stolen Bumblebee's helmet, and he's just having a malfunction in his camouflage paint. So, trying to use the bio